So for number 44, I want to find out if this sequence over here converges, and an converges if an tends to a specific limit as n approaches infinity. So what we want to do here is we're going to take the limit of our an. So you're going to take the limit as n approaches infinity of root n of 3. Oops, that should be 2 to the power of 1 plus 3n. And actually there should be parenthesis here. And so we're going to take this limit, and the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to transform it into exponents, because then it's easier to do math. And now remember that if I have x a b here, this is the same thing as x b over a, right? So the stuff that goes in the root here goes in the denominator, and this exponent here goes in the numerator. So we're going to say that this is the limit as n approaches infinity. 2 stays where it is. The n is going to go in the denominator, and then in the numerator we're going to have 1 plus 3n. So 1 plus 3n. And so now I'm just going to separate these exponents, so that is equal to the limit as n approaches infinity of 2 1 over n plus 3n over n, so that is just 3. And if you remember, when we have x to the power of a plus b, this means that we have x to the power of a times x to the power of b. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to decompose these, because these have been multiplied. So this is the limit as n approaches infinity of 2 to the power of 1 over n times 2 to the power of 3, which is the same thing as the limit as n approaches infinity of 2 to the power of 3 is 8, of 8 times 2 to 1 over n. Okay, now we're ready to take our limit. I'm just going to pull the 8 outside. Actually, I should have done this previously. This is going to be 8 times the limit as n approaches infinity of 2 to the power of 1 over n. And now the limit as n approaches infinity of 1 over n, it's 1 divided by a very large number. This is going to be equal to 0, right? So this is going to be 8 times 2 to the power of 1 over n. That is going to give us 2 to the power of 0, which is the same thing as 8 times 1, which is equal to 8. So we can see here that the limit of our sequence is actually 8. And so we can say that an tends to 8 as n approaches infinity, and so 8 is the limit, right? So an converges. And that is it for our number 44.